Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Trust Me, I'm Not an Expert podcast. The voice you're listening to is JT. And over there is your co-host, that man Ice.
Yeah.
And we're going to get straight into it, Ice, unless you want to say something to the people before we do it.
Man, every show I get a little nervous.
You should.
At the start, I'm just like, oh, brother. Every show.
And, I mean, if that's all you got to say to the people. But, you know, Ice.
Episode 10.
This is episode 10. Been doing it for 10 weeks. I'm going to try something a little different. How was your week?
Saw a lot of basketball.
Yeah. Did it tilt you a little bit?
Oh, man, that New Orleans Phoenix game just showed me that the young boys are ready. And Zion.
It was a good 360 windmill, by the way.
Man, that's how you close a game.
You know, every year, some younger player does that to an older team, and the old team just gets so mad.
Hey! It's not the way we do it. It's like, yo.
Every year, man, I was just appreciative that it was Zion.
Cause who did it last year? Was Memphis? Memphis like spiked it on somebody
Something
going away, and they was like offended.
Man, big time mad. It's one of those weird, like it's not against the rules, but it's NBA decor kind of thing.
Man, you got me thinking. Was it Charlotte? I think like LaMelo.
It's always a young team.
Yeah, like LaMelo threw that bitch off the backboard to somebody at the end of the game, and they was hot. Like yo, you don't do that. They was hot, bro.
Always happens, man. But I mean, they play this weekend.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be some. I'm gonna have my popcorn ready.
Oh no, yeah, they finna be back at it.
It's gonna be great.
And then B.I. got on Twitter was like, "We are not pussy." Like, yo, get out of here.
The team's got swag, man, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. And when you're that talented,
And it's the coaching.
it's dangerous. All right. Which I believe Willie Green was under. He was in that coaching organization in Phoenix, right?
At some point, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know.
I mean, that's why the coaches kind of like handle it like yo. I respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
I mean, that's what I said as soon as they interviewed him. Right after he 360'd on him.
It was and after the 360, he's like, man, fuck them niggas. I was like, yo, this is a new rivalry.
We cannot confirm nor deny that he said that, but he did mouth something after he 360'd.
Bro, somebody's got it on your favorite app. It was on TikTok. He was like, yo, fuck them. When he threw his hand up, he was like, yo, fuck them niggas.
Oh man,
I'll send it to you.
I've seen multiple angles of that thing.
Yeah,
and he says something, and then he like does his hand like that,
yeah.
and he's like getting the crowd all hype, and yeah,
in the crowd.
And I was like, New Orleans is caring about basketball,
bro.
It's a little weird, you know.
Bro, the talent's there.
Doesn't matter, dude. They don't care historically.
Historically they don't.
So for me to like see them get hyped, that's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do like that. They are currently tied for first with the Grizzlies sitting at 18-9.
Yep.
Under them we got the Suns and the Nuggets with 16 wins. Then it kind of tapers off in some weird percentages where the Trailblazers have 15 wins, but they're at 5, and the Clippers have 16 wins, but they're at 6 because of win percentage. Did you peep Kawhi's return?
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
He just got to play his way into shape.
So you weren't impressed with how he was playing?
Mm-mm.
I was. He was doing the thing. Which Clippers thing? Which Clippers game did you see? I'm talking about the one against Boston.
Oh yeah. I wasn't impressed.
To me, I'm like, that's a firmware update that was received, and he was looking pretty good. I think that
because he'll have to miss the next week.
I think that Yeah, obviously, and I think that if they just continue to do that, he'll be fine. But it's just cool to see, man, because I like Kawhi as a player. I always like Kawhi as a player, and every time that he goes through this injury shit, I'm just like, fuck, man. I really want to see him play.
You know what? I think that's because I'm over it.
Yeah,
I've always liked Kawhi as a player.
Yeah,
and I know, he's not a bad dude or anything like that. Like, people want to play with him. I'm just over it.
Yeah, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
Done.
Yeah,
it's like,
if you're gonna play. If you're not, cool. I'm over it.
Okay.
Like, right. I really think we gave him way too much of a pass here.
That's what happens when you win a ship, though.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, people want to talk about, Clay, and I'm like, man, what has Kawhi really done since that ship?
Been hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's not entirely fair, but yeah, been hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sounds like you're describing my relationship with Anthony Davis. I just don't care. I don't care how brilliant he plays.
I don't think neither one of us ever liked Anthony Davis as much as we like Kawhi.
True.
Because Kawhi.
But my attitude towards him is completely like your attitude towards Kawhi, where I'm just like, whatever. I don't care if he dropped a 50-18, like, whatever. He'll get hurt eventually. We all know this. It's fine.
That's bordering fuck Anthony Davis.
Bordering, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I feel about KP as well. And I realized I came to this realization literally like 2-3 days ago.
I wish I could see my eyes. I'm like,
you real.
I knew it.
Real big eyes.
I knew it. You motherfucker.
I went on a nice little exercising run, right? Listening to a couple sports podcasts, and they were talking about different players, and KP came up, and he's been playing great.
And you skipped it.
I didn't skip it. Just made a point, right? And they were talking about like, and one dude just really didn't get too hyped because he felt like how I felt about AD, and he was like, "Yeah, but don't we know he's going to eventually get hurt? He always does this. He always plays brilliant. We always loved his game. He just can't stay healthy. Something will happen." And I'm like, fuck, he's right. He's fucking right. He won't stay healthy. Washington is going to be a bottom team strictly because KP won't be there. And it won't be his fault. It's just that's just what it is. Sucks though. It's funny how like I already came to that realization with AD a long time ago. And it took me this long to get to that realization with KP.
Because knowing somebody always battling health and you being like, it is what it is, and then you being like, yeah, fuck that player. Like, I think we're closer to like, fuck that player with AD, even though he's brilliant when he plays.
Top 3.
He's top 10 player when he's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go higher though, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can argue semantics. The whole point is top talent.
Yeah, he's top talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's in shape and healthy, he's top talent.
Yeah.
But we really are like, yeah, okay, AD. But then, me personally, now that you done brought it up, I think about D Rose. And it's like, yo, what do I have to do for D Rose to be successful? Like, that's how I'm invested in. I am in that shit.
Right.
Ain't that crazy?
I mean, that's the brilliance of the NBA, right? Like, we actually get to know these players. I mean, maybe it's the fact that they don't wear helmets or something like that.
Of course.
You get a chance to like actually see them. You see interviews with them because of the internet nowadays. You even get more of their personality.
Even the accessibility to basketball compared to like a game like soccer or football,
right? Where
you need a certain place and you need certain things to really play. Whereas basketball, like motherfuckers shooting paper in the trash. Kobe, like you don't need much to be like your favorite player,
right?
It makes it way more personable,
and that's kind of the magic,
Yeah.
It's It's interesting, man, because the league's in a very, I mean, it's always had parity, but I think this is the most parity that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I was looking through the standings earlier. You know, I routed off the top 6 in the West,
Right.
And I'm looking at the 7 through 10 slot,
Jesus Christ.
and it's
A dog pile.
and it's teams I really didn't expect to be there. You know, our Mavericks are in there, the Warriors are in there at 9 and 10. That means they're playing to play in for the win or go home, and it'll be a slugfest, just like we saw a couple weeks ago,
Just to get the 8.
just to play for the 8.
Right. To play
Yeah.
to play
You won't
for
even they won't even get the 8. You'll have a right to play for the 8 at that
8. Right.
point.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Right now the Kings and the Jazz would be the play for the 7 team.
And we just knew the Jazz were gonna be
Mr. Tank.
a fucking submarine.
The Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. We just knew they were playing that.
Yeah.
Shows what the fuck. Well, you know what, man? I gotta start acknowledging what my eyeballs tell me. And what I mean by that is that most of these players on this team are like players that have talent, but they have kind of been swept aside by their respective teams.
Right.
Early on, before the season started in the summer, Eurobasket, Lauri Markkanen was balling. And I was like, oh yeah, he is good. And I kind of just threw that shit away when we were doing our predictions, right? I didn't realize, I was like, wait a minute.
He's in Utah with
He's
Clarkson.
in Utah with Clarkson and who's the rat tail nigga? Sexton. And
I mean, you threw me out with the Sexton. I just call Sexton fucking bully.
but I don't even want to know.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, man, my point is that like those boys get buckets, right? And they know basketball. And if you put them all on the same team, unless the coach is garbage, which we can clearly tell he's not, they were going to win some games. They weren't going to be garbage.
Like, for them to tank, it'd be too obvious.
It'd be too hard. Like, because those individual players got pride,
and they're too good.
Yeah. So
because you can have pride and be, not a collective group, but like
right.
as a collective, you put them out there, they're gonna beat teams.
If we did a hypothetical, what if the play-in started today? Who's give me your picks. So we got Kings and Jazz. Who's winning that one? Who's going to the 7th seed?
Kings.
Lighting the beam for the Kings.
Kings, yeah.
All right.
No, they look too good.
And then the battle for the 8th seed. Battle for 500 Part 2. Mavericks versus the defending champ Warriors.
Oh, Warriors.
Who's getting out?
Warriors.
Warriors getting out?
Yeah.
We have home court in this, right?
Warriors.
Okay. All right. And then it'll be Warriors versus Kings. Wait. It'll be Jazz versus Warriors. Who's winning that?
Warriors.
Okay. So Warriors win 2, get in. Kings win their 1 to get in. Jazz and Mavericks get eliminated.
Yeah.
Bet.
What you got?
I thought you was going to get very homer with me, but I'll pick the Mavericks because they got home. That's why I would pick it.
I don't care who you are in this league of parity. You don't want to play the Warriors for 7 games.
But it's not 7 games. This is the play-in, bro.
That unit's been together too long.
Right.
Those coaches have seen too much for too long.
Mm-hmm.
The passing of the torch.
It's not being passed over well.
Yes.
That's the point.
Yeah, they're holding on to it pretty tight. So, I don't see them just going away in a play-in.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll be tough, but
I don't think they're going to be a high seed, but I don't think they're going to be a play-in team come playoff time.
Oh, they won't. But that's not the point of the exercise. The point is just to kind of explain the parity of the league right now. Because if you look at the East, we got Hawks, Pacers, Raptors, Heat. So the battle for the 7th seed would be Hawks, Pacers. Who's winning that?
Hawks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would pick Pacers.
I mean, bro, if Atlanta gets hot, they'll throw a 140 bomb at you.
I just don't think that they're there.
The way you shook your head, you was like,
yeah. Sorry. 9 and 10 is Raptors Heat. Raptors have home on that game.
Now I will take the young boys, who they are the biggest advocate of positionless basketball. It's just 5 motherfuckers out there in the same jersey.
I'll take the Heat on that one too. We see an opposite on this one.
I mean, you know I like the youth though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I also know that the Heat are sandbagging because they just know it's like
We just got to get in.
let's just wait. Like, listen, playoff Jimmy Butler is a thing. It is.
Oh, you mean Michael Jordan's illegitimate son?
It's a
Yes.
thing, man. Like, and all it takes is for him to be like, all right, cool, we need to win this game. Cool. And he'll just go into playoff mode and no one will be able to stop him.
Did I ever send you that video?
What?
The occurrences of Jimmy Butler and how he don't know his father.
No.
And like motherfuckers are like quietly like, yo, he might be MJ's son.
Bro, MJ was not fucking bitches in Houston, Texas, suburbia. Wait, not even suburbia, country land, because he's from
Yo, I don't know where that man's.
nah,
dude
he's
is.
from up like 290 on Houston.
Bro, that,
Was it Hempstead?
that
Fuck, I forgot the name of the place.
That is an Olympic gold medal McDonald's Wheaties dick, okay? I don't know where it's been and what it does.
Gross.
Pause. You can't put nothing past nobody, all right?
See, this is why the world is as shitty as it is, because you can pretty much say anything and be like, it cannot be wrong. We're saying it. You're thinking about it.
Factual. Have you not? I haven't seen them both in the same room ever. Niggas give when they do that. When they be like, have you seen them together?
Think about it.
Answer the question. Nigga, ain't never seen.
Oh man. All right. Last thing, we'll move on.
Somebody was like, he's more Michael Jordan's son than Michael Jordan's son.
That's kind of fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'm gonna send this shit to you. That shit was hilarious. It's like 20 minutes long.
Oh my
It's
god. Oh, it's like a real deep dive
Oh.
into this conspiracy.
Bro, they were trying to connect the dots on that shit, bro.
Oh man.
They were like,
You picked the Hawks and you picked the Raptors.
yeah.
Which means that the Raptors will be playing the Pacers for the A seed. Who wins?
Raptors.
All right, cool. So Pacers and Heat will be eliminated. All right, cool. Send me that video,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna move on to NFL corner. What's in that corner? NFL corner. Ice.
Yeah.
What you got for me for the NFL?
These goddamn Chargers, man. They do this every year. They look interesting.
Right.
All right. We know it's the Chiefs in that AFC West. But I like their team. I like the defense. I like was it Brandon Stokely as the head coach? He was a quick run and shoot guy. That's just my personal take on it. They looked good the other night with their victory. I digress. The Chiefs are still king over there. Outside of what Guess who they beat? They beat Miami, and Miami was surging. They were super hot. So that was an impressive win.
Miami is like what, 9-4 now or something like that?
Yeah, that was a very impressive win to beat Miami and slow down that offense. Baltimore, enigma. Who knows? Who knows who's gonna show up?
Is the AFC that murky?
Yeah.
Baltimore's 9-4 and they are in first place, but they're tied with the Bengals in the AFC North.
I mean, those 9 wins are ugly. All right, those
Cincinnati's wins or the Ravens wins?
both.
Oh, okay.
Even though Cincinnati's getting healthy at the right time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, old Joe Burrow got his weapons back, and that's gonna be hard to beat.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn, I remember they were unhealthy. What about the NFC?
So it's about those 49ers, didn't I?
I've been hearing about them.
Kirk Cousins, or like I call him, Big Cuz. Like ever since he put that jury on that plane, he's been playing different, right? He's taking on a whole persona.
The Jewels.
Yeah, 10-17 Cuz. Gucci Man need to sign him.
Oh god.
Yeah, because I've always been a fan of Kirk.
Is Tampa really about to get in with a 6-7 record?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Remember when?
I do remember that.
Was that?
Yeah, it was
Seattle or New Orleans that got in at like 8-8?
It was Seattle that got in.
No, they got in,
and New Orleans had to play them at Seattle, even though Seattle was like 7-9 or some shit. Yeah,
they got in at 7-9,
and they fucking won.
and they beat them boys.
They beat them, and I was like,
beast mode.
I was like, should this happen?
Yeah, this shouldn't count. Like,
I was like, because New Orleans was playing great all year.
Yeah,
But they got to go travel to Seattle and win.
New Orleans was like 11-5.
Oh my god!
And beast mode. They went out there to Seattle and lost.
Oh man, NFL, you and your crazy rules.
And now here's the thing about the NFC.
Uh-huh.
What are the Cowboys gonna do?
About what?
Just in general.
Oh, I hear Dak's just been throwing 2 picks per game ever since he got back from the thumb injury. It was a little bit clamorous as far as like, whose fault is it? Receivers? Him? Is it Jerry's fault? Listen, it's always Jerry's fault.
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Oh, hey, Jerry.
Hey.
I didn't know you were in here.
Hey, I'm very hands-on with everything I do. Okay?
Is that are we just talking about football, right?
No, with everything. You take it how you want to take it. I'm hands-on with my Johnny Walker Blue. And you know what? I'm not going to say anything that would lead you to believe otherwise. Okay?
Thanks, Jerry.
We got T.Y. Hilton in.
You signed T.Y. Hilton?
He's going to take the top off the defense.
This is the same T.Y. Hilton from like...
Exactly.
But
yes.
Can he still take the top off the defense?
Yes, that's why we signed him.
What about Odell?
Look, I know talent firsthand. Okay? There's a time and a place for bringing in a star like Odell Beckham. I love him. He's like a son of mine. We sat down, we talked, we laughed, we cried. All right, it was very personal. He's a good young man. T.Y. is going to take us over the top, though.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Jerry.
Come by my office at Valley Ranch. No, we're in Frisco. Come to the store in Frisco. Come stop at my house over on Preston. You can see me. We'll have a talk.
Okay.
Man to man.
Okay.
Because I'm hands-on like that. Steven, I love him. He's my pride and joy. But T.Y. is going to take us over the top. That's what they're going to do.
Okay. Anybody know? Thanks, Jerry, by the way. Thanks for coming by.
Yo, Jerry is a real one.
Yo,
okay.
man, thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody know what T.Y.'s 40 time is now?
Now?
Yeah.
I'm selling.
Because, I mean, Jerry was over here talking about taking the top off the defense. I'm just like,
I mean, bro, he really didn't have
Maybe-
nobody. He didn't
maybe
have
8
nobody
years
throwing.
ago.
He didn't have nobody throwing the ball for years, so he should be fresh.
okay. I see what you did there.
Yeah, he should be fresh.
Probably what Jerry was thinking, too.
Yeah, that's what the doctor saw. Clearly.
Got it.
Yeah. Hopefully that's enough. Like I say, I'm not super invested in football. I know the Cowboys being good is good for the place where we live. We live in Dallas.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good for Texas.
It's good for the people.
It's good for the people.
Right.
I'm for the people.
It's good for America's team.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm pro people. If Dallas was to, for some reason, I don't even know why, on this blue marble flat plane, whatever the fuck you think if they won a Super Bowl, I know it'd be a better place. I just know it. I feel it in my gut. All right. Shout out to Galloway.
And guess what? That's where the truth is.
You go. Hey, real shit. As a man, you gotta listen to your gut,
Oh,
bro.
God.
As a man, when has your gut steered you the wrong way?
Plenty of time.
Fuck. Anyway,
Ice, I don't want to do TikTok. All right.
bro, I don't.
Anyway, follow us on TikTok. And we out.